Yo! Man, I like Jack Johnson. Anyways, the question I got today was, I'm using a different software today, guys, so if you got any feedback for this, shouldn't allow me to show my screen, maybe share some videos some other time, but let me tell you the question I got today, really good question. It says, hey Jacob, are you in Utah? No, I'm not. Hey Jacob, what age would you recommend the earliest would be to start my jump program, a jump program, athletic activity? This is from Mike S. So let me get to this question. Good question. I get this a lot because, I mean, we have children. We want to do what's best for them. We want to help them excel. We also don't want them to get injured. And there's some other things that I want to talk about quickly with that. So first of all, let me just say, if your child is participating in athletics at all, if they're playing basketball, if they're playing football, if they're playing any sports, really at any kind of level, I mean, they're out there playing and giving it their all in an uncontrolled environment. So, I mean, they're out there on a court, jumping, doing plyometric activities, overloading their bodies, overloading their muscles in an uncontrolled environment. And so just want to say that that's already happening. So if your kid is participating in sport, they're in an uncontrolled environment already, and they're going all out. I guarantee you, if they're at all excited or loving what they're doing, they're giving it everything they have. So they're in the improvement zone that I refer to. They're training. They're just training the way they know how. They're playing and they're training. So that child is already engaged in what could be considered a training program in an uncontrolled environment. So that's already happening. So when would I recommend that kids get serious about their training? Well, from a physical perspective, they can probably do so at any age. And, you'll hear different things. You hear, oh, I don't want to stunt my child's growth. You won't find that happening. You won't find actual scientific data saying such and such activities are going to stunt your child's growth. It's not happening. That's mostly just fear mongering. However, if you feel comfortable there, that's okay too. But I think another thing to consider is pushing our children when they're not ready, or getting them into a program that's kind of kill their enthusiasm. They don't get into basketball because they want to excel at sport. They get into basketball because they love it. Something inspired them. Something made them think it's fun, right? Same thing with any sport. So, what I like to do instead of just younger kids, instead of just getting them into the jump manual, I like to get them into a few exercises that are competitive, that are games, that are measurable. Because definitely, when things are measured and when there's a little competitive element to it, the training is more like a game, more like play to them, and that can get them in the groove. So I'd recommend, based on the age, starting with that. Keeping it fun, keeping it light, keeping it competitive, track it, make it fun, and that way you won't kill that kind of natural enthusiasm that comes with the game. It is a game, and we play this game, we play this sport because it enriches our lives a little bit. So anyways, I don't want to get preachy about that, but as far as safety is concerned, yes, it is safe. It is even safe for kids to get involved with resistance training. Of course, you have to realize that their technique is going to be terrible. So you're not going to want to start giving kids resistance until they've mastered the movements. And that may take years, that may take months, but the movements are important to master. And just a final thing about children and kids and playing, movement efficiency is, I find, especially for girls, is one thing that is going to get them very far. So whether it's working with their left hand, the right hand, jumping at all, approaching, I mean, getting a kid to do a layup with proper form in the first place is a task. So getting these activities and drills that help drill actual technique, drill movement efficiency, is actually going to help them become more explosive, funner, more efficient, more successful athletes. So anyways, I hope this answered your question. I think it was Carrie, was it? I hope this answered your question. Mike, sorry. I would swing over to thejumpworkbook.com. That's a great place to start. I give you a kind of a way to figure out what your body sweet spot is and to start training that immediately. That's a really good place to start. Of course, if you're looking to get more results than that, you're going to see other options there as well. So go to thejumpworkbook.com. Let me know if you get there if you have any questions. Guys, you can always hit me up in the fan page's inbox. I go through those. If there's a question that's pertinent, I answer it eventually, and I put it on this very same page. So yeah. Oh.